Hey everyone, today we'll try to understand how we can process records in batches via a data store. Okay, so here we have a data store and it has around 500 records. Okay, and the status of these records is unprocessed, as you can see. So, our intention is basically to process these records in batches of hundreds and then change the status to processed. Okay, that is our intention. So, let's see how we can do that.
Module.
Choose module. Okay, um, data store, search records. Let's just get the data store, projects batching data store, and let's say status equal to unprocessed. So we are querying by this status, okay, and we'll get all the 500 records. If you do that, run this module, okay. Yeah, but we don't want to pull out all the 500 records here, okay. As you can see here, we have 500 records. What we need to do is we need to pull out 100 records at a time. How can we do that? Just click on this module, search records module, and then let's say click on show advanced settings, okay, and the limit should be set to 100, okay. And let's also add another filter, another sort here, add item, and we can sort by id in ascending order, okay. Then you'll get it in a particular order, and that will be a pretty clean way of doing it. Okay, so let's click on add here, click OK there. Let's try to run this scenario, run this module only. Okay, now you can see that it's actually pulling out 100 records, okay, to project PTJ and PJT 0100. Okay, it's pulling out the first 100 records, okay, or let's say it's pulling out 100 records, okay. Perfect. Now, after pulling out these records, let's assume that we are going to call an API. So as of now, I'm not calling an API. I'm just doing a set variable here. Set multiple variables. Let's say var. Let's say call API. Okay. So call an API. Okay, just think that you are going to call an API. We are going to process these records. We are going to push these records to an API. Let's assume that, okay, and just think that this is an HTTP module. And once you get a response from API, we can add a router here, router uh, or a router, whatever you call router. um, okay, and then just try to delete this and save it here. Okay, and let's say if it is successful, okay, if it is successful, let's add a filter here. If it is successful, then we're going to add a data store module, add replace a record, okay, and then let's say projects bashing data store, okay, and we can just say that we can just do mapping here, key to key, ID to ID, projects to projects, and then the status will be should be changed to processed. Okay, so that's our intention, right? Once you process these 100 records, change the status to processed. Okay, and then in the next run, it will pull out the next 100 records. Okay, that's how it will work. Okay, click OK there. Let's save it. Let's try to run the scenario here. Okay, or run this module here. Okay, okay, we are getting an error, so I think we didn't tick that option, duplicate key error. Okay, so basically you need to tick that option, overwrite an existing record here, click OK there, save it, run this module only. See there, it's actually processing the first 100 records here, okay, in ascending order. So it processed 100 records, okay, and you can see it's processed until the PJT 0 100 record, right? I mean project. Okay, so now let's run it once again, and then it will pull out the next 100 projects and process these records. Okay, so if you see here, can see that it's actually pulled out from 101th project, 101st project to the to PJT 200th project, right? And then if you run it once again, 201 to 300, 201 to 300. Okay, that's the next set of projects which will be processed here. Okay, so it will be 201 till 300. Okay, so yeah, so that's how you do batching here, and you don't have to manually keep running it. You can schedule it basically. So if you click on this and let's say schedule every minute, so it took around 30 seconds to process these records. So maybe let's say schedule every 1 minute and it will actually process all the records in like 5 minutes. Okay, so and then save it. Okay, it's too short. Okay, let's say if it is like 5 minutes, let's say that will be better. Say every 5 minutes it will run and it will process the records. Okay, and then change the status of the records to process status. Okay, so this is one way of doing batching, okay, via the data store. So you can push the records to data store and then you can pull these records from the data store in batches and then send it to a third-party system or push it to a third-party system. Okay, and this is one way of doing batching. Okay, I hope you like this video. Have a great day.